Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Conley and Sonia Blitz on Robert and Sonia Live. We come to you on Sunday nights to give you a pregame show of the Sunday night football game and also Steelers information. This is a Steelers show, but we come to you and we give you a pregame show of the Sunday night football game as well. So when we start the show right now, as we're starting the show right now, this is what year is this, Sonia? What? It's 2020. Yeah, this is 2020. And so this year we've seen a lot of things that have been not what used to be normal, and now it appears that these things that didn't used to be normal are turning into normal. So what we have here is a failure to communicate all around the NFL right now. All around the NFL right now, because what's happening is this guy's infected and this guy's not. This guy's on the list, but he's not infected, but he's on the list, so he can't participate because he's been exposed. Exposed to what? 2020 or the COVID? The COVID or 2020? He's just exposed. So because they've been exposed the way they have been to 2020, which includes the COVID, now these guys are on a list that they've never seen before in their life, never heard of it until this year, but they are there and they can't go to work. And so not being able to go to work today is how many people in Baltimore, Sonia?
31.
20? 31?
Well, altogether.
Altogether.
Yes.
You mean?
Players and staff.
Players and staff. None of the cheerleaders are infected, are they?
You know, I didn't look on that. You bring up a good point. No. There is no cheerleaders this year.
Okay, so there's 20 players infected or have been in contact, and there are 11 staff members that are infected or have been in contact. So it's a total of 31 of the staff and players in Baltimore that have contact or the virus. And that's the reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't play on Thursday.
Right.
Are not playing today. Are scheduled for Tuesday. But who's to say that they won't have any more infected come Tuesday?
The NFL did release, they think that the Ravens exposure is at the end of its run. I can't come up with anything better. I don't know. I mean, we're trying here. We're trying to get this game going.
So this is Robert and Sonia on Robert and Sonia Live, and is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience at your favorite sports venue. Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? Now, if you were listening to us on NGSC Sports like you are right now, then you could place your order if you were in a stadium or a coliseum or a basketball arena, wherever. You could place your order on arenaeats.app and not have to get up out of your seat. So, hey, Mike, Michelle, Deidre, Lisa, and Michelle again. How are you? How are you doing today? So, Sonia, so here's what I see. This is what I see. I should say this is what I saw. I saw Steeler Nation, Steeler World erupt with a lot of negative words for the NFL on Tuesday when we found out we weren't going to be playing on Thursday evening. Our Thanksgiving Day game, prime time, when the entire world was going to be so full of turkey and green beans, mashed potatoes, and cheesecake that they couldn't go anyplace else except for sit there in front of television and watch the Pittsburgh Steelers. And there was no Steelers. And then we thought that we were going to be able to watch today. And there was no Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let me read this to you. At the end of the day, Baltimore doesn't have any depth. At this point, the practice squad team doesn't even likely have enough to form a 53-man roster. In normal times, Baltimore would scramble and sign multiple players for Tuesday. However, due to COVID, that won't be the case. The Ravens will not have an opportunity to sign players off the streets before Tuesday because of the mandated isolated period of the new players. Once someone joins a team, they must be isolated for 6 days and post negative results before they can join the roster. That doesn't give us any time. Signing a player this close to a game action wouldn't be any ideal anyway with the lack of time to learn the system. But in 2020, it is not even an option. No one would be able to clear protocol before the contest and another game to set for Monday on September 7th for the Cowboys. Baltimore would need to act now in order to have more options for the contest.
And that's the contest with the Cowboys on Sunday.
Yes.
They'd have to do it right now because they got a 6-day period. They'd have to do it now before midnight.
Right.
Wow. What a position to be in. You know what I bet what happened? You know what I bet happened to them? I bet somebody secretly burned a terrible towel, and this is what they're getting. I bet that happened. Well, so who on the Steelers team right now, because there were 3, and now I think there are 4, but they are not, oh, no. There were 4, and then 3 of them were only exposed and not testing positive.
Right.
And so we only have 1 that's been exposed. Connor, he's been exposed. Have you seen that he's had a test that was positive, or he's just been exposed?
Well, it said the outlets that I have read, it said he has tested positive.
Okay.
So he's out for the game on Tuesday.
All right. So now I don't know, he's supposed to be fully over the cancer that he had.
Right.
And my thoughts
complicated it.
Yeah. My thoughts were that there could be a problem for him. Hopefully he's got the best of care and the best remedies so that he will be okay.
You know, and the end of, especially the Steeler fans are asking for this game, not asking, or wondering why they're not forfeiting this game. Have you read anything about why they aren't forfeiting a game and why they can't forfeit a game?
Well, I would bet, I haven't seen it, but I would bet that it's in their contract to play a full season.
I'm not quite sure on the contract end, but from what I have read, there would be wars between the union and the NFL of money.
Well, yeah, that would be a problem, and that's probably why there would be a clause in the contract to say that every franchise will play the full season.
Right.
Okay, because they had Denver didn't have a quarterback, but they played anyway, right?
Correct.
The New Orleans Saints didn't have a quarterback, but they played anyway.
Correct.
So I'm guessing that there's a clause because we're talking about it. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that if they don't play the full contract, if they don't play the full season, the NFL can lose millions and millions of advertising dollars. And they don't want that happening. So as long as they have enough players, and how many players do you need? You only need 16 players to play a full game. Okay, the offensive players can go
to play
defense. They can play both ways. I mean, that would be extremely hard, but they could play both ways because we did it in high school. So they could play both ways and still play the game. But you only really need about 16 players. Let me see here. Saul Connor has tested positive, high risk because of cancer survival. Thanks, Deidre. Jason said neither team gets paid for a forfeit. The Steelers would not get paid, according to what Jason is saying, if the Ravens forfeited. That would be ugly.
Right.
It would turn into an 18-game season, is what Mike is saying. 18-week, not 18-game. 18-week season.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the other option too. But as we get into colder weather, they're afraid that this thing's going to explode into much bigger avenue of. That's the reason why they were contemplating also to put those players up in a hotel now after this big thing with the Ravens. So put the players in a bigger bubble or smaller bubble, should I say? It's like one of our players, Hayden, I do believe, was in a car wreck yesterday.
Hayden?
Sorry, yeah, was it Friday? I'm going, okay, dude, you're supposed to be on lockdown, sort of. Where are you going on a Friday? I mean, I know it's Thanksgiving, but aren't you supposed to be really careful on where you're going and what you're doing? And
well, maybe the wreck wasn't his fault.
I don't care if it's his fault or not. He shouldn't have been out and about.
How do you know he shouldn't have been out?
It's COVID.
He could have been taking his mom home. Hey, I'm saying we don't know what happened. We don't. I didn't even know until you just said that he was in a car wreck. So yeah. There's a million things that could be a reason why he was out.
He needed to go get gas, right?
But if that's the case, he would have used up gas to go get gas, right?
So on the COVID list this week, we have Stephon Tuitt, Isaiah Buggs, and Gerald Hawkins on reserve list for Friday.
And those guys have been exposed, not infected.
Correct.
Okay. If we do, Robin, I agree with that. The playoffs will be in a bubble. They should be in a bubble. Does Disney World have enough football fields down there to play the playoffs? Because,
that's what I was thinking.
They've got enough hotel rooms. I don't know how many football fields they have down there, but they've got more than one, I believe. And all they need is, there's 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. That's the way it normally goes. So they could still do that, but about time they get towards the end, that field is going to be worn out. and hope it doesn't rain. And so I wonder how many fields they have down there at Disney World. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? And Robin, they did a great job with the NBA. They did a fantastic job with the NBA. But and they have a racetrack down there. You know what? They could be right now. They could be setting up some football fields down there. Even if they played in high school stadiums down there, they could still create a bubble and play all the playoff games down there in Florida. But this is 2020. There could be 2 more hurricanes sitting off the coast, for December when they don't normally come in December. But that would be good. They could play on high school or college fields that are not active at the time for the playoffs. Good idea. Good idea, Robin. Let's get the NFL should be watching us right now. Sonia and I've got what do we have? 300 people that watch us on a regular basis?
I know, right?
And NFL should be watching us. They should be one of them. So we got 3 guys on the list, on the watch list, and 1 guy with the positive. And so we've got 4 guys out right now that the other 3, will they be playing on Tuesday, Sonia? Because they were just on the list, and they may be active for Tuesday, because once they go on the list, if they tested positive, I think they have to test negative twice, and then they can be activated again. So they may be able to play on Tuesday.
I think it's 3, but
3 negative tests?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's another thing, and I only saw a headline, and I didn't get a chance to read it because I was moving around too much. Have you seen anything about New Orleans and somebody else? 2 teams, I think, fined hundreds of thousands of dollars because of the COVID violations. 3 teams?
Yeah. Saints, Patriots, and someone else. Can't remember the third team.
And that's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
350 for 2 teams and 500 for 1.
So there's going to be $1 million fine put on the Ravens here.
Well, they still are saying, the last time I read something about fines or loss of draft picks like they did the Titans, they're still saying, and this was a couple days ago, that it wasn't their fault because they were in the facility when to get ready for our game on Thanksgiving on Monday. That's when the COVID exploded with them.
So Mike's saying that the Saints are fined $500,000 for celebrating, and Jason said they were celebrating in the locker room.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's a little hard to avoid.
Well, is that the game after they whooped Tom Brady, which he's fixing to get whooped?
Probably. I'd say probably. That's no big deal to beat Brady. You see, look what's going on. Look what's going on. Mike says that they're easing their way back in the game. They're not easing their way back in the game. Mahomes is just taking it easy for a little bit. Huh?
He's letting the old man catch up. It's 24. Oh, it's 24-27. They just got
that's okay. What is it? Fourth quarter now.
Oh yeah, it's in
5 minutes left. 4. Yeah, I don't think Mahomes is going to let them win.
Nah, he's just letting the old man catch up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, because they came out blasting in the first quarter, like nothing to it, right? And they slowed down a little bit in the second.
In the first quarter, I was laughing so hard when they showed the stats for Tom Brady and Mahomes.
My heart was feeling warm when I saw Tom Brady sitting on the bench in the first quarter. That was just too funny. He he was pouting so much.
I'm watching the end of this game because I want him to see if he goes out there and shakes his hand. But Tom,
No way.
Tom Brady had 44 yards completion in the first quarter, but now he's up to, I think they just flashed it. Mahomes is 445. No, I got.
Oh, so he's only gotten like 100 and something yards since the first quarter because they were blasting in the first quarter.
No, Mahomes is up there. I think his is up like over 400.
Yeah, but he had like 300 in the first quarter is what I'm saying. So he's not done hardly anything since then.
So yeah,
yeah, you're right, Jason. It's better for Pittsburgh if the Bucks win. So I mean, Sonia and I are in bad positions here because we don't like X number 12. It's number 12 again.
I know. and you know, I posted on Facebook. If anybody's friends with me watching, I posted on Facebook. I will not give my usual up-to-date I hate Tom Brady posts during the games. I am going to enjoy the loser for different reasons. Because, you know, Tom Brady would take the Chiefs down, of course. We're 2 games up on the Chiefs. But, well, yeah, if we win on Tuesday. But now, you know, watching Tom Brady just lose is just, you know, just fun.
It feels good. It feels good. It makes me feel good because I've been saying all along he's not a good quarterback. And I'm not even including his age. I'm just saying he had been built up falsely and he wasn't who he looked like he was.
So he has lost to the Saints, fixing to lose to the
Chiefs.
And what was the third game that
Raiders.
And now he's going. This is his 4th game. Let me look it up.
He lost to the Saints twice.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Wait. He didn't lose to the Saints twice. His team lost to the Saints twice. He happens to be on that team that didn't score enough points with him as quarterback.
Oh my gosh, I just love that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that's what I'm saying right there. Brady's 2-game lead for us would be big. Yeah, 2-game lead would be fantastic, Jason. So, Jason, I'm going to go with you here. I'm going to want for Brady to come back and beat Mahomes because that's how they say it. Brady against Mahomes. It's not the Chiefs against the whatever those people, Buccaneers. It's Brady against Mahomes.
Well, you know, they keep saying also that Tom Brady is the best quarterback to come back and win in the last drive. So let's do it.
Okay, well, now that you say that, let me give you this piece because I saw a story about the best comeback quarterbacks. Okay, and we've seen your guy that you say has got a bad attitude, you know, discount double check.
Okay, that
one. We've seen him come back numerous times, right? And he will throw that Hail Mary, and if they don't catch it, they'll at least get pass interference, right?
Right.
So that guy is not in the top 5 of the quarterbacks that come back.
Oh, really?
If they start off losing, he shuts down. He can't come back. He loses it, and he can't come back as well as the top 5 do. So he's not the comeback king as I thought he was.
No.
Yeah. He wears number 12 also, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. It's that number.
Yeah, it's that number. They think it's magical.
They think they're wearing Terry Bradshaw's number.
I never thought about that. That could be it.
And they think that they're him, and they're just not.
Ben is the best quarterback, Michelle. However, I do love to watch Mahomes play.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. I mean, you can't help but love that kid. I mean, he's just so much fun.
I mean, it's like he must do gymnastics all week long to keep his body flexible.
Did you see that first touchdown that they did?
I didn't. I was in the grocery store.
Oh my gosh. The guy walked into the end zone and did a back.
Oh, I saw that backflip. I saw that touchdown. I saw that.
And then he leaned.
That was Tariq Hill.
I think it was. And then he back.
Yeah, but he didn't stick it. He landed on his knees.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Actually, I think it was Romo that said he only gets a 9.5 for that, for not landing on his
and that's way too high because he didn't even get close to sticking it. He touched his toes and then went down to his knees. He didn't get close. Hey, Jason, how are you doing?
I remember a few of our players doing that too, and Tomlin stopped them because.
Well, I remember one of them. He's X84. That's now number 81. That thinks he's X84, and he's not catching. He's not doing that much right now.
So, go ahead. Sorry.
He's catching a few, but he's not getting a long pass, and he's not. He's celebrating that he gets a first down, but he only caught the ball for 3 yards.
Right.
Yes.
So I watched a few games today. Did you watch any other games?
I were watching in and out, and I was watching Cleveland Browns for like the last 7 minutes or something. Maybe last quarter I was watching Cleveland Browns. So the Browns won today again, right?
Yes, by 2 points.
By 2 points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. Because they went down, tried to get those 2 points, and they missed that 2-point play.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was watching the Panther game, because, I'm in a Panther house. And the game, I have to tell you that the play of it's got to be the play of the day. Do you remember how we felt when Ben threw, I think we were playing the Colts?
6 touchdowns.
Yes. Do you not remember that feeling?
Oh, yeah. He threw 6 back-to-back, 2 games in a row.
And what I liked about this game was they had 2 defensive touchdowns. Okay, so they were stripped the ball and got a defensive touchdown out of that ball. Okay. And then they kicked it off. He bobbled the catch, and you can't even see where the ball is in this bunches, right?
Right.
And the same guy that just stripped the ball from him and got the touchdown, the last play, came out with a big old smile on his head and took off. 10 seconds. The same kid got 2 defensive touchdowns. First time since 1948.
Wow. I remember that 14 points right quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 points right quick.
Yeah, and then the Panthers couldn't do anything.
Chiefs got a touchdown.
Oh, Tom Brady's out on the field. Oh.
Is he sitting on his butt?
No.
Brian?
He walked out. I can't see him, but.
Yeah, Jason, we are. But it looks like he's not going to win, so we have to wait for another game.
Oh, dang it. They just went to commercial. But it looked like
Brady went up to Mahomes after the game. That's different. He did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
NFL needs to put that up on a statue, huh?
He must have been catching flack after the last twice that he walked off the field.
Last 20 games that he didn't shake hands, huh? Last 20.
That would have been his whole career.
Yes, right?
The last decade.
Yeah. This is Robert and Sonia Live is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience at your favorite sports venue. Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? This is Robert and Sonia on Robert and Sonia Live on NGSC Sports. We come to you here on Sunday nights to give you a pregame show of the Sunday night football game and also to talk to you about the Steelers, because this is a Steelers show and we talk to you about the Steelers, AFC North, and sometimes a little bit of some other stuff that we like to laugh about. That's what we come to you for, because we'd like to see you smile. Even though we can't see you smile, we know you're smiling. I can see you right there. You right there. I see you smiling right there, right? All right, that's what I want to see. Not scared of the Chiefs. Jason's not scared of the Chiefs. Hey, Andre, how are you doing? You know what? I believe that the Steelers can beat the Chiefs as well. They will be our hardest game. And somebody said last week that would be the Chiefs against the Steelers would be the real Super Bowl of this season. And I will say the same thing. What I believe about the Chiefs and about the Steelers, I believe that the Chiefs don't have as good a defense as the Steelers. And I believe that the Steelers' offense is better than the Chiefs. But why aren't the Steelers showing that their offense is so good? And why don't the Chiefs have a good defense? Well, this is only one man's opinion, but I've got your attention now, so I'm going to talk to you. Okay? So the Chiefs don't have as good of a defense because they put all their money in their offense. And so they've had an offense for the last 3 seasons, and they put their money there. And if you notice at the end of the season, no matter how good they are, they will get rid of guys on their offense and pick somebody else up for a lot of money so they can build that offense. They haven't been doing that for the defense. Well, on the other side of the ball with the Steelers have been doing it on both sides of the ball. They have picked up offensive players and defensive players. And because this is, here we go, Sonia, sit back. Because this is a chess tournament and not a chess game, the Steelers don't show you everything that you want to see. And I know you want to see it because you want to see a long bomb every week for an 85-yard touchdown. I'm going to ask you guys right now, what one player that is currently on the Pittsburgh Steelers team? I'm asking you this question. Whoever wins, whoever pops theirs up there first, okay? Whoever pops the answer up there first will win this child's hat. What a nice Christmas present.
Oh, Jason.
We'll win this child's hat. Okay? Whoever wins this contest, whoever wins with this question, will win this child's hat. The authentic NFL, okay? Whoever wins this question wins that child's hat. What one player on the current Pittsburgh Steelers team owns 2 97-yard touchdowns? Which player? Which player owns 2 97-yard touchdowns? I'm looking for your answers to come up. Now, Sonia, you watch because I can't get all of them here on my phone. But whoever comes up first, what one player owns 2 97-yard touchdowns? Oh, Jason got it. Juju. Then Jason, the other Jason came up. Jason Tillman got it on the screen first. Unless Sonia sees something different. Your son's going to be decked out, Jason. It was Juju. Juju caught 2 97-yard touchdown passes, one year and one another year. One was against the Denver Broncos, I believe, and the other one was against the Panthers, I believe it was. 2 97-yarders. All right. Okay, so Sonia, what can you tell us about, well, we don't even need to know the injury list until Tuesday night, because that could change.
Yeah, we can talk about the injuries tomorrow and stuff like that.
Yeah, on Tuesday night, not tomorrow, Tuesday.
Okay. If it happens.
Yeah, if it happens on Tuesday.
You know, the interesting thing about that is, did you hear that they're going to have to move the Ravens and the Cowboys game?
To December 7th? Yeah, December 7th.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No. Oh. So that would be on a Monday night. Or Monday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be on a Monday. Jason said his oldest son answered that question.
Oh.
Good. Raising them kids right. Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Okay, yeah, they moved to Monday night, Jason Lamar, thank you. And Michelle. So, okay, so now we were upset because we didn't play on Thursday night.
Yeah.
But you know, the benefit to that is that we got our guys rested up and healed up. Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be more time between the games now, which is a benefit for the next.
Well, yeah, but now we play Tuesday. It's like playing a Sunday and a Thursday now. So now we're playing a Tuesday and a Sunday. So there's going to be a short week there of when this game happens. But it's still, it's better to know what's going on than to not know what's going on.
Yeah.
You can prepare for it.
It's going to be fun for these next few weeks. I actually didn't think, after I heard the Niners couldn't play on the West Coast in the Bay Area, I didn't know that they could actually move to another stadium to play.
Did they?
Yeah, I thought that they were going to have to forfeit, or not forfeit.
Reschedule.
NFL was going to have to adjust their schedule to make up those 3 games that they're going to be missing. But here, they can't play in the Bay Area, so they are looking for a home for the next 3 weeks.
They can't play, right. They can't play there, and they can't play in LA, right?
Right.
They have to go outside the state, I believe, and play.
Right. So Raiders is an option. There was a couple other people that have offered their stadium.
Tell me they don't want to go play in Las Vegas in that brand new stadium with those casinos all around it.
They probably wouldn't be allowed in the casinos. And I'm sure they have, if they play in Las Vegas, I'm sure that the coaches and things will call the Vegas area people and say, if you see any of my players, they're not supposed to be there. Would you please call me? Because I'm going to bust their ass.
Well, the average person in a casino dealer wouldn't even recognize the players.
You don't think so?
No, they wouldn't recognize. I mean, you've got to watch these guys on a regular basis to see what their face looks like. And if you don't see their number with their face, you might not even know their name.
Right.
So they won't even know who they are. Yeah, I saw Gronk in the Columbus casino one year with his little buddies and girlfriends. He was there. Yeah. Because he's from Ohio, I think. He's from like 40 miles south of Columbus. So he was here walking around with them in the casino. Jason, send me a message and I will send you a link Tuesday evening if you can come on, and maybe you can come on with us for a little while on Tuesday evening.
Which Jason?
Jason Tillman.
Okay.
That's fine. Anybody else that wanted to come on at some point, send a message and we'll try to get you on so that you can come on for a few minutes and give your opinion to the people. We won't have you on the entire show, but you can come on for a few minutes and talk with people. Okay, so that's fine. That's always fine. And if you have a business and you cater to Pittsburgh Steelers, come on and let us know what your business is so we can help promote your business on this show. Okay? Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? Mike, send me a message. So yeah, if you have a company, a business that caters to the Pittsburgh Steelers, send a message and we can promote your business here. Okay, like I do my little business I'm not making any money off of, and I promote the Classy Steeler Divas. You need to go to Classy Steeler Divas on Facebook and take a look at all of those women with beautiful hearts. And I've got a special Classy Steeler Diva that I'm going to bring up in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be one like I've never brought up before. Actually, I'm getting chills right now. Let me stop. I'm going to stop, okay? Because I'm getting chills, and next I'll get tears, so I'm going to stop. But I'm going to bring up a special Classy Steeler Diva with her sister in a couple of weeks. It's going to be on Classy Steeler Divas. And the sister, she may come on here live. I don't know if she will or not, but she may come on here live. Send a message, Michelle. And one day you can come on too, depending on what the schedule is. So now, Sonia, could you pull up? Well, I'll pull them up, unless you want to pull up the NFL scores for today. Do you have them up already?
I can get them. 2 seconds.
Okay. Yep. Pull those up and then tell us who the winners are and who the losers are. Does anybody know what second place is called in the Super Bowl? Does anybody know what second place is called in the Super Bowl? You may classify it something different, but my classification of second place in the Super Bowl is the first losers. We've been the first losers before. Or the last losers. I guess they would be the last losers, right? Runner up. Loser. Right, Jason. Loser.
Right?
Bungles found another way to lose. Well, their quarterback is out. And so I can imagine that was hard for them, playing with their backup quarterback, who I don't know who he is, but their first team quarterback's the rookie.
But on Thanksgiving Day, watching those games, Washington football team stomped the Cowboys.
How did that happen?
Well, they scored more points, Robert.
But there's got to be something else to it other than just scoring more points. How were they able to score more points? Both teams have losing records. Right. How was one so much better than the other one? But wait a minute. There was a team today that got blasted also. The team from Las Vegas got blasted. They're no longer in the hunt yet right now for the playoffs. They need to win some more, but they got beat pretty bad from what I understand. What are those scores you got over there?
Okay, this keeps popping up. Which game are you talking about? Who got beat?
The Raiders got blasted today. Las Vegas Raiders. They got stomped from what I understand. Let me see if I can see. They got beat 43-6 by the Falcons.
Oh,
How can the Falcons beat anybody like that?
right?
And the Raiders beat the Chiefs? Yeah, now it's a Vegas thing. Now it's a Vegas thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giants lost to the Bengals. Giants won against the Bengals 19-17. Patriots won against the Cardinals, which I was shocked on that one.
Patriots won?
Yes. So they're still alive in the hunt. And actually, if you want to look at the win-loss, if the playoffs started today kind of thing, sad to say, but the Patriots now with them losing today, I'm talking about the Buccaneers, and I know that's AFC versus NFC, but we always are talking about who's going to do better, Brady or Belichick. Belichick's in a better position to go to the playoff than 12.
Okay, so I don't want to say I told you so, but the season's not over with yet. But I'll tell you this. I think that Belichick has been doing a better job than Brady. And that's what I said would happen. I said that the coach and his systems would do better than the person that was within his system. And that person that, now this is what Romo was saying today, and it's what I was saying as well. He has to get used to those receivers. And Romo was saying that Brady was hesitating on his throws because he didn't know what that receiver was going to be doing.
Right. And because, Belichick's system, yes, how many times did we have to hear Belichick wins these games and these Super Bowls with nobody, with no brand names except for Brady and Gronk?
Okay, so I just gave Romo a plus. Okay, I just gave him plus. And now Timothy is making me take that away because he says that Romo predicted the Chiefs and the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah.
Who's going to knock us off?
He did that live. He goes, well, you got the two best quarterbacks right here. You got the GOAT and the kid.
The kid. Wait. Two kids. One from Kansas City and a kid down in Florida now. A baby goat.
So, yeah, Romo did say that.
He only said that because he's an ex-Cowboy.
What does that have to do with?
They couldn't beat us in the Super. They couldn't.
Oh, you mean
he doesn't have a good record, so why would he like the Steelers?
Is he going to announce any of our games this year?
Well, he's going to go by the wayside like that other guy did.
I'm going to have to find out if we're on CBS.
Yeah, everybody's going to kick him off, boo him off too.
Yeah, and as the game kept going on, and the point spread was getting, larger. He's like, did he just do that? But he was actually saying that because Belichick's system, he was always bringing players in and out. You'd only give them a year contract, and you're done. So there was nobody on his roster that was like a big name other than
Brady and Gronk.
Brady and Gronk. So he didn't have to have those relationships with most of those other receivers or the running back because he had Gronk.
He always had Gronk as the safety valve.
Together, that they always knew where they were going to be where to throw it, and it was just like clockwork.
Right.
Um,
And what's happening with Gronk now? They got his number.
well, yeah, because Gronk, it's a different system. Yes, they take
Yes.
plays
Yeah.
from New England because they said it twice on the show today. Well, I think I just saw that in New England.
I'm going. Yes. They ran a play which was their go-to play, and he didn't get the first down. Yeah, I bet Gronk has got less than 7 touchdowns this season.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah, I bet he's got less than
He
7.
doesn't have very more.
Okay, well, we've got a Sunday night game coming up here.
Oh,
The Bears that are 5-5 against the Packers that are 7-3. Now, with the Bears started off out the blocks and they were burning. I mean, they were running down a 100-yard dash. They had no problem. They were winning. And then all of a sudden they hit the skids. And so, and now they're going to be playing in Green Bay today, and they're going up against the Packers at 7-3. Now, the Bears have the ability to beat the Packers. If the Bears jump out and they go up like 10-0 or 14-0, they have the ability to beat the Packers because of what I just told you a while ago, that Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back very well when they're down by so many points in the first quarter. If they are down, it's hard for them to come back. But the Bears last lost on Monday to the Vikings 13-19. Vikings won. And the Packers last lost last Sunday, say that 3 times fast, last Sunday to the Colts 31-34. So they both are coming in off of a loss. The Bears, they're right on the edge of being a contender. They've outscored their opponents by 1 touchdown, but they've lost 5 games. So it doesn't make that much sense, but that's where they're at. They're only 1 touchdown away, so they could be right back in it at 5-5. Okay, they can get in it. And the Packers have scored 38 touchdowns to 30 of their opponents. So they're only 8 touchdowns up. That's only 6.86 points per game that they've outscored on average of their games that they've won. So it's less than a touchdown and a point after for them on average for every game. So this is probably going to be a very good game tonight. And I'm a gambling man. You know, I play Baccarat. I'm going to say I got the Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
The Bears?
They've upset me a number of times this season, but I'm going with the Bears. They're right there on the edge. Michelle's got the Bears.
So, the offense of the Packers is
Mike says the Bears are terrible. Horrible.
And Chicago Bears, they have a player out. And they're coming off a bye week and need a win to snap a 4-game losing streak.
Wait, the Bears just played on. Oh, they played not this past Monday. They played 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're full of energy.
Okay. So the Bears has a 4-game losing streak. The Chicago Bears have won 3 of their last 5 road games. Nick Foles is completing 65% of his passes for 1,852 yards and 10 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. They have 16 touchdowns between Foles and Trubisky. Because wasn't there a talk about who they were going to start today? Foles or Trubisky?
They always have a conversation about that. They don't know who's going to start. They alternate those guys back and forth. This is Robert and Sonia Live is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience at your favorite sports venue. Arena Eats mobile app pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? This is Robert and Sonia on Robert and Sonia Live on NGSC Sports. And we're glad that you showed up. We're glad that you came. We're glad that you give us your comments. So, and like I said, if you want to come on the show and get a few minutes, send me a message and we will try to get you in here. So what else? Go ahead, Sonia.
The Green Bay Packers are have lost or won, whichever way you want to look at it, 3 of their last 6 games. Packers have won 3 of their last 4 home games, though. Aaron Rodgers is completing 68.2% of 2,889 yards and 29 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Rodgers has 3 more touchdown passes in 6 of his last 8 games. So I don't know. I don't know who I want to take because I don't like Eric Rodgers. So
okay, Jason. See you on Tuesday. Yeah, I know you don't like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Now Mahomes, if he continues to be humble like he is and just so cute, that kid is just so much fun. I mean, you just can't help but like him. I don't care if he keeps winning or not. He's just so dang cute.
Right. And I like the way he plays. I like the way he plays.
The way he plays and the way he holds himself and the way his demeanor. I mean, he's just so.
You know why you like his demeanor and the way he holds himself? Because he looks like a mama's boy.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. Talk to the guys in the street. They'll tell you he looks like he looks like Ma, but I threw the ball right there where he was supposed to be, right?
Kind of like a Juju. Remember when Juju and his bike and everything was just so cute and humble and just so Juju. I'm sitting in class, Mom, I promise.
Right. See? Wasn't me. But Mom, they told me that I was going to be able to be a star if I just hooked class this one day. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I see. But I mean, he's fantastic. He's fantastic. Now, I don't remember this boy's name. There's a little boy that they were running a race. And they were running an 80-meter race, right? This little boy ran this 80 meters in like 12:05 or something like that. He burned everybody else by 40, 50 yards. And he's only like 8 years old, 6 years old or something. I can't remember what it was. He burned them by about 40 or 50 yards. And somebody's going to be watching that little boy because now they are watching these kids and trying to give them scholarships before they even get out of middle school now. Oh, and another thing, yesterday, there was a woman that kicked in a college football game. Sarah. Did you see that? Say that again? Sarah.
Yeah, I can't remember her last name, but her first name is Sarah.
Okay. So I was on somebody's live page this morning. Who's that running back that we had a couple years ago, and we got rid of him? He came in, he played for 2 seasons, then he was gone. I can't remember his name right now. And he was really good. We shouldn't have got rid of him, but we did because he came from someplace else, and we got rid of him. We only kept him like a season and a half. And I really liked him. I can't even think of his name right now. But I was watching his live this morning, and he was talking about that. Sarah Fuller for Vanderbilt. Thank you, Timothy. And he was talking about that, and he was saying she had her chance. She had her chance. And I kept giving him these business things like Cirque du Soleil failed 7 times before they were a success. Macy's failed 7 times before they were a success. Yeah, D'Angelo Williams. Thank you, Jason. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before the light bulb was a success. The girl's coming back. The woman's coming back. She's going to get another chance.
D'Lo.
Yes.
D'Lo
Yes.
from Carolina.
Oh, is he? I heard something in his voice. Yeah, I was on with him this morning for a minute.
He's another guy that he's just so much fun. I mean, D'Angelo Williams, oh, with his what do you call those braids? Dreadlocks. With those dreads. You can help
you like good-looking guys, don't you?
I like no. I like
yeah.
I like the classy guys.
Oh, okay. The
classy guys have to have big hearts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, D'Angelo's got a big heart.
D'Angelo has a heart.
He's got a big heart.
Number 12 and number 12. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so we're going to go watch the game tonight and see. I got the Bears. I got the Bears by 4 points.
Wouldn't that be an awesome upset?
Yes, I'm telling you, I think it's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to happen. The Bears are right on the edge. They're right on the edge.
We'll see.
So this is Robert and
Sonia.
We're gone, y'all.